Hello, hello, hello. How we doing? Quiet, Guitar and Larvae. Hope you're all good. It is, what day is it? Thursday? I think it is Thursday today, right? Yes. Okay, cool. Good morning, Quiet. How you feeling? Right. Check on my bees quickly. So it's going to be a very short stream today. Maybe about an hour or two. I'm just going to try and get our crossbow upgraded a little bit. What did I do this morning? I did something. Or last night, I think it was. I technically did it. Oh, hold on. I have made mistakes. Hold on. Oh, bear with me. I've made a mistake. That's better. Okay. I spent some time growing some more crops. I got a few seeds this morning. Nothing wildly exciting. I've now got Aurelia Shining, which I think is silver, Nickelback, which you can probably guess what that is, and Plumbiscus, which is lead. So we've got all those. Those can help us to multiply ores later. And I did get netherwort. We haven't managed to find any netherwort in the world. But I did get netherwort, and I did start planting down some zom plants to try and breed them and hopefully get fertilia. But no luck yet. Not too bad. You exercised this morning. You realised that you should feed Ruby before exercising in the future because she was not happy with the routine change. Oh, I'm sure she was vocally unhappy as well. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Bit of a headache as always, but I'm all right. The other thing I did was I actually planted down some of the glow flowers. Not many of them, and I can't actually get to this properly at this point. Yeah, we've got 17 in there at the moment, which is not a lot. I did put a bunch of, I don't know if they're still going. Yeah, it looks like they are. I did put a bunch of the random dusts and things that I had through here. So a lot of that is just processing at the moment. And I'm planning on doing that with a bunch of the others as well, just to clear up some space. We are going to, however, end up with a ton of just like random bits and pieces. It's going to be a bit of a pain. Right, where did I put the nickel? No, that's silver. There's nickel. And lead and a graphite. Okay, right. That's pretty much all I did, I think. I did start planning this out. This was going to be where my initial bees are going to go, so I can actually set up a little bit of a very, very basic automation on them. Just so I can automate duplicating the drones. So the idea is basically going to be that this area around the edge here is going to be kind of covered over. Going to be like a little roof on that, and then the inside bit here is going to be where the bees are going to go, so because they need sky access. And then somewhere they're probably going to have this, and then like a little house type building in the middle of here, where I'm going to put the all the storage, and then we'll just kind of figure things out from there. There's so that literally a few minutes before I start the stream, so well, about 20 minutes or so. I haven't done a lot with it. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've done since yesterday. Oh, wait, no. That's not true. That's a lie. I did upgrade one of my spikes. I upgraded one so it had... basically, it's got sharpness and... Well, I think it's got sharpness, unbreaking, and educational on it. And it does get you considerably more XP from it. I did try putting XP boost on, but it doesn't actually go onto a spike. But I've switched over from doing gallium to, well, sorry, from doing arsenic to gallium. Because when we start doing MV circuits, we are going to need gallium arsenide, which is gallium and arsenic. So I got about a stack and just over like a stack and a half of arsenic. So I'm hoping to get the same with gallium. And Larvae with the 25 stream streak and Guitarlum with the 35 stream streak. Thank you guys, I appreciate it. Right, okay, so pretty much the only thing I wanted to do today was upgrading probably the bolts and the crossbow. We are going to have to do the magnesium source first, I guess. So we've either got to find marble cobblestone, which I feel like we should have marble cobblestone. I just don't know if I ever had... Oh, I have got marble cobblestone, but I've only got 13. Or we need to find magnesite. Where can we find magnesite? Okay, so bentonite. Okay, we can easily find that. I know we've already got some veins that I know where they are. How are you doing, girl? Oh yeah, I did go and I did this a few days ago, but I did go out and I did kind of uncover a bunch more veins. There we go. It's the olivine veins, isn't it? That we want. Where's the nearest? There. We just get a little bit of magnesite just so we can get the quest unlocked. Should be a little bit easier now that we have nicer backpacks. Can you... There we go, thank you. Should... Oh, you know what I didn't bring? Ah, crap. I didn't bring any torches. Well, crap. Okay, looks like we're going home quickly then. You good, Gil? Glad to hear it. It's reasons like this that I actually use slash back and slash home, because I always forget things. Apart from GTNH taking over your life, yeah, I can relate to that. It has a habit of doing that. Right, the magnesite. I'm going to assume the magnesite is probably going to be lower down. Yeah, it'll be down at the bottom. Right, there we go. I don't really like doing this, but I kind of need to just need the magnesite at the moment. We don't need anything else. So we'll just grab a little bit of that. I think that should probably be enough for what we need. Yeah, there we go. That'll do. Right, we don't need a huge amount. Just so we can make some magnesium. Hey, Chloe. How you doing? Right, there we go. That will claim that. We'll grab the loot bag, as always. Get rid of the food. And what do we get? Oh, that took a minute. A pig spawn egg and a sticky piston. Beautiful. All right, and then magnesium is magnesium and aluminium dust. So we need 3 magnesium, 6 aluminium. We don't have a ton of aluminium dust, but we have got enough. We are probably going to need a little bit more as well. Anyway, wondering why you need magnesium now? It's not for GT machines, but for a material update for your crossbow. Already made some aluminium dust before. Getting aluminium will become easier once you get an EBF or MV electrolyzer. If you can't find any aluminium, search for chests in the Twilight Forest or kill a few monsters. Right, okay, so magnesium. We can just do this in an alloy smelter, right? Yeah, so 2 aluminium, 1 magnesium. We should have some magnesium in here, actually. And I'm assuming we can do this with ingots as well. So if we do a little bit extra just to be on the safe side, we should put some more aluminium through soon, actually. Can I just task word before you go build more on Mods 9? I was planning out your custom resource gem. Cool. Right. I'm assuming I can do that. I can. Beautiful. Yeah, there may well be better materials we can use for this, but I'm not too fussed right now. All right, so we got the magnesium. Give us another loot bag. And a bunch of things, you, and the ones that we actually have no use for whatsoever. Right, what do we get? We get another vanadium steel wrench and a meat feast pizza. Beautiful. Just what I wanted. Okay. And then from there, we've got it's time to craft a crossbow limb and crossbow body to upgrade your older wooden crossbow. Basically, we need to do we need to make a crossbow limb and a crossbow body cast, and then we need to do both of those out of magnesium. So we need, 9 to do both of those. I think I can upgrade the, I'm assuming I can upgrade the string as well. I think the flame string is better, at least for damage. Right, I need brass. We didn't have any brass ingots left over, did we? No. Right, so if we go with... Oh, I did find some ancient debris, by the way, at some point. I can't remember where I found that. I think I was mining more sulfur. I did find some ancient debris. It's absolutely no use to us, but I found it. Oh, I'm going to need to go and get some cobblestone as well, aren't I? Got that. Oops. I don't happen to have any cobblestone over here left over, do I? What's that? Oh, a random flower. I do not have any cobblestone left over here. And I haven't got anything in there either. Wait, so what do we need? The crossbow body and the crossbow limb. I also wanted to see if the flame string was going to be any better. It's a little bit better, I think. We'll make that as well. And we should need to do the crossbow body, crossbow limb. So we need to get some cobblestone or something to make those out of so we can make the casts. And now for your shitty old job. They're not like offering any more money than they were paying you, were they? Because that would really suck. Yeah, but that's because minimum wage went up. That's fair. Wait, did it go up? Oh, is this... Oh, I'm assuming this is not the job you're leaving... What, tomorrow, is it? The job before that. Because you've had a lot of fairly crappy jobs, in fairness. Do I need to do these in the extruder? I need to do these in the extruder, don't I? Ah, yeah. Okay, that's fine. That's actually a little easier. Oh, we were starting to back up on black granite dust, by the way, so I had to... I put a bunch more through to turn into raw silicon. We're now doing fine for oxygen and raw silicon. I'll put you in there. And you in there. All right, there we go. That will hopefully take care of these. Oh, it gave us flame string as well from that, which I'm assuming it wants us to upgrade. Oh, yeah, there we go. Fiery bowstring. Why not upgrade your bowstring too? You got some from the last quest, but we'll need to find some more in the nether by killing spiders. Craft some fiery bowstring with it. Way ahead of you. And to make your crossbow even better, craft an Ardite crossbow body. You received a few Ardite ingots as rewards before, but we'll need to find ore in the nether and process it in an electric blast furnace. So how much what does this actually give us? Compared to the other one. That's going to be awkward, isn't it? Hold on, can I, So the Magnalium... 192 durability, 0.9 second draw speed, and 3.33 arrow speed. And what was it? The other one, Ardite? Okay, so the draw speed is significantly longer. But the arrow speed and durability are better. They mentioned carbon as one of the things you could use. Is it the crossbow body? It's one-sided carbon. Yeah, carbon crossbow limb is 1/3 the durability of the magnalium limb, It hits a lot harder and shoots a little faster, but you want to carry around a tinker table and extra ingots to repair it constantly. And watch that you don't break it in the middle of combat. See, that's the thing that I'd be worried about, which is why I'm probably going to stick with Magnalium. I don't want it to randomly break on me. I guess we do have the mending moss that we could put on there. Oh, we never actually made the lossless LV cables yesterday, did we? We made the redstone alloy, but we never actually made the cables. Oh, there's the body. But yeah, this I mentioned this in the stream title. This might be the last regular GTNH stream. By the way, I was going to talk about this a little bit more later, but this may well be the last of the regular GTNH streams. We're almost there. Yeah, everything's fine. I'm not enjoying streaming it, honestly. It's kind of the last few streams have kind of made it clear that it's the way I play and the other issues I have make it. I've basically made it clear that it's not the right thing for me to stream. I really want to enjoy my time playing this pack. And I don't want to spend my entire time trying to stop people from telling me how to play, basically. So what I'm probably going to do is just like once a week, maybe. Just do kind of a one GTNH stream there. Maybe, every couple of weeks? I don't know yet. But then just do like a recap stream every couple of weeks or something. It sucks, but like it's just I've been looking forward to playing this pack for a long time, and I just want to enjoy playing it. I know, and I don't think you're the only one either, Bobo. But it's just it's got to a point where it's just been because of because of the way I am and the way I play. It's got very. My enjoyment of it has kind of diminished a lot, and I don't have a lot of things to look forward to anymore. And this is one of the things I was looking forward to, so I just don't want to ruin it. So there still will be streams. There'll be mostly like update streams, and I will obviously I will not be stopping playing the pack. I will be continuing with the pack because I am absolutely loving it, honestly. But it just kind of sucks for the people that have been enjoying the streams. Right, okay. So we've got the crossbow. We have our fiery bowstring. We have a few ardite ingots as well. And that's it. Like I do play very, very differently when I stream. And especially I think what's made it a lot more difficult this time with this playthrough especially is that because I'm purposefully taking it slow, I'm concentrating on building and doing a bunch of other things as well. I don't know, I kind of sometimes feel that people feel like I don't know what I'm doing or that I need help because I'm doing it slowly. And it's not, I'm just choosing to, and I don't want to have to just keep explaining it, because I'm tired of doing it. I'm pretty sure everyone else in chat is tired of me doing it, of going on about it over and over again. So it's kind of, I think it's better to just only stream it very infrequently, basically. And just do kind of recaps. Right, may as well repair that while I'm at it. I should probably upgrade my sword, honestly, but I just haven't got around to it. All right, what do we want us to do with the bolts? Magnolium bolts are much better than your old wooden bolts. You can use nether quartz on the bolts to make them even better. This requires a free modifier slot. I actually do need to upgrade my bolts. I haven't done that at all yet. Experiment with any I'd find other good bolt materials. To make these bolts, you must use a fluid solidifier instead of the tinker's casting table. It's important that you get the molten iron out of the smeltery and into the fluid solidifier. The GT molten iron won't work. The bolts should be in your inventory or in a bauble slot if you want to pick up the ones you fired. Right, so magnolium rods. I'm assuming magnolium rods and then dipped in iron. Or whatever else we have. Does the actual tip matter? Or is it just the tool rod? Because everything seems to be pretty much the same. One way or another, though, we need to do a magnolium rod. Just go and grab the cast from back at the old base. Should be in there. Can I get iron out of the smeltery using fluid cells? Is that a thing we can do? Limit your progress by not doing anything progress-based offline. So you'll scale what you've already done on stream or build. Yeah, that's exactly the way it feels for me as well. Like it's kind of like, I don't like to make, I haven't been liking to make progress offline because I was trying to produce content for it. So it's made the playthrough a lot slower in that respect as well. Can I get things out that way? I can. Beautiful. Yeah, another thing with it is that... wait, what did I... Oh, there it is. I was literally just looking at it a second ago. Yeah, another thing is... I've actually completely forgotten what I was going to say. God damn it. Oh, wait, we're going to have to do... You know what, I'm going to do 2 of these, and I'm going to see if I can put... so we've got 2 magnolium bolts. Since obviously we are going to be able to make 2 of them. I might see if I can put something else, tip it with something else. See if it actually makes a difference. Yep, and that is one of the troubles with as a content creator. Oh, it does only give us 1 anyway. Oh, well, that sucks. Okay. Yeah, that's one of the difficulties as a content creator is that you can't just play the game. You have to try and kind of work out what you're going to do and how you're going to do it based on what you're going to be able to stream and create content for. It's a little easier, I guess, if you're recording videos and recording like for YouTube, for example, because you can just do what you want at any point and you just record it when you do it. Whereas if you're live streaming, you have to try and, or at least if you're a reasonably good content creator, you have to try and make it so you have interesting things to do on stream. And I at least attempt to have interesting things to do. Whether I succeed or not is up for debate, but... There we go. Magnalium bolt. Anything else we can do with the fletchings? They've got durability 1.4%, break chance 2%. So slime leaves might be... Well, they don't break, but they're less accurate. I feel like slime leaves are the way to go. Although that being said, the break chance... Well, the accuracy is not a hugely big deal. The break chance, the 0% break... Actually, to be fair, we have... we've got mending moss on there, so it doesn't actually matter, does it? As long as we're not firing them just, like, insanely quickly. I haven't been able to catch one of your streams yet, Chloe. I'm kind of gutted about. I think I want to just go with slime leaves for this. I can always switch them out again later for something else. I do need to get some slime leaves, though. Which I'm assuming I can just share like anything else. Can we bone meal them? That's another question. Hodran, hello. How you doing? Apologies if I butchered your name, by the way. Can I bone meal that? Wait, do I still have anything I need to bring up from here? Yes. Irish, don't worry, everybody butchers it. Well, I apologize if it was especially bad. I do try my best to get... Oh, we can't bone meal it. Oh, fuck me then. I do try my best to get names right. I don't always succeed. Oh, I ran out of space for black granite. I guess we're chiseling some more then. Estu, good morning. How you doing? All right, so you go back in there. Now we just gotta wait for the slime leaves to... slime tree to grow. Shouldn't take too long, I don't think. Up to... Oh, we're up to 7 stacks of gallium. Well, tiny piles of gallium, at least. And this needs to be cleared out. I couldn't find a way to, with what we have at the moment, to filter out the damaged... well, filter out the, just any undamaged ones. I can filter it out if they're not enchanted. But I need to do some more playing around to see if I can do it with the enchanted ones as well. Alright. I might plant a few more of those saplings down just to speed this process up a little bit. And I think I might see if I can figure out how I'm going to set up the bees. How do you get credits? I literally just like spending time in the channel. They don't really have too many uses though, unfortunately. All right, so the other thing I wanted to start looking at actually was what we need to do in terms of getting the circuit assembler. Because if I'm going to need to start mass producing a bunch more circuits soon, and having the circuit assembler is going to be make that a whole lot easier. And basically, the only thing that's holding us back really is we need to get the everything there should be fine for the emitter. We can do the robot arms. Obviously, we can do the holes. For the MV circuits, which MV circuits are we doing? These ones. We just need diodes, copper wire still. Okay, that's actually mostly okay. We do need to make either the iron chloride or sodium persulfate. And we also need phenolic circuit boards, although those are actually perfectly fine. That's just a little bit of glue and a little bit of wood pulp. Gold foil we should be okay with. And then, do we want to go with the iron chloride or the sodium persulfate? Probably iron. Well, I don't know. This is the debate I always end up having, is whether I want to go with iron chloride or sodium persulfate. We could kind of get a little bit of both, because making them sodium persulfate does have... I'm pretty sure it does have hydrochloric acid as a byproduct. So we can make some sodium persulfate and then use the hydrochloric acid from that as to make iron chloride. Because that we just need hydrochloric acid and iron. That'll give us a little bit of hydrogen back. We are going to need to make another super tank for hydrogen, I think, soon. Because we are going to run out of space for it. Yeah, hydrochloric acids, hydrogen and chlorine. How do we get chlorine at the moment? Not like that. Comancheite. Okay. Rock salt. We should have it. We should actually have a reasonable amount of salt at the moment, so that shouldn't be too bad to do to get a decent amount of chlorine. So maybe we. And we do need... Do we need chlorine for that? No, we don't need chlorine for this. We need sodium hydroxide and sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid is a bit of a pain to do at the moment as well. Actually, there's a lot of this stuff I need to actually get properly passived. Oxygen, sulfur dioxide. We've got plenty of oxygen at least, so... I think we might just go down the route of getting a bunch of sulfuric acid for now. I think we've either got one of the low voltage fluid tanks or the ultra low voltage fluid tanks available. So if we can make a bunch of, well, let's make sodium persulfate and then we'll figure it out from there. So if we want to do that. And then for the sodium bisulfate, we're going to do probably salt and sulfuric acid, because we should be able to get salt pretty easily. Sodium hydroxide, just sodium... Well, sodium hydroxide is actually pretty easy as well. We just need to deal with the hydrogen. That's the problem. I don't want to deal with the hydrogen. But yeah, if we do the salt and sulfuric acid, we do get hydrochloric acid as a byproduct, so we can use that elsewhere as well. So if we use that recipe, if we wanted, say we wanted, wait, what tanks have we actually got available that we can use right now? I should have, that's got stuff in it. I feel like I should have a tank somewhere. There's a ULV tank there that we did have stuff in before. I feel like I've lost a whole bunch of tanks somewhere. I'm just not entirely sure where. I'm also not sure why they're in there and not in there. We have got an LV fluid tank. I think I might use that for sulfuric acid. And then if we just try and get, say... Wait, how much of this do we need for the... 200 litres. So we can get 5 from each bucket. So if we go... Say we get, like, 16 buckets... Try and get 16 buckets of... sodium persulfate. Does mean we're going to have to deal with 32 buckets of hydrogen, but that's fine. And then the sodium bisulfate. Did I not? Wait, didn't I set that recipe up? Oh, I did, yeah. We're just going to need a stack of salt and 32 buckets of sulfuric acid. The sulfuric acid is... this is the bit that I actually should have been figuring out, because this is the bit I'm not sure how much I need. If we wanted to do 32 buckets of sulfuric acid, obviously water, sulfur trioxide, and sulfur trioxide is going to be, I'm assuming, water, sulfur dioxide and oxygen. And then sulfur dioxide is just sulfur and oxygen. Okay, so if we set that up, and then say we want to do 32 buckets or 16 buckets of sodium persulfate, we just need 32 sulfur, 64 oxygen. Wait, how much oxygen do we need in total, does it tell us? 96 buckets of oxygen in total, by the looks of it. That's fine. We can do that. So if we go and get half... I'm assuming that's done in the chemical reactor as well. With circuit 3. So let's go get half a stack of sulfur from wherever the hell we've got sulfur. And we'll start making that. Oh, can sulfuric acid go in the universal cells? I feel like it can, but I'm not sure. Oh, and we've also got to find space for a bunch of rubber as well. Oops. That's fine. I wonder if our slime trees have grown yet. Oh, one of them has. Perfect. Right, if I put you in there and you in there. And store as much as we can in there. Oh, I've also got to stop you auto-outputting. Not that you'll auto-output anyway, but we definitely need to make sure that you don't auto-output this time. Right, okay. Keep refilling that. Let's go and grab the... Do I have any shears? Nope, but I do have my camel, which hopefully should work. It does. Right, I am going to pull up the rest of the saplings. I don't actually want them here. I don't know how many leaves we need, so we'll get a few extras. Okay, that's not many, but that will have to do. Right, so where is... I definitely made the fletching pattern, didn't I? Did I not? Am I going blind here? No, I didn't. How did I get fletchings before? Oh, we probably found them in one of the Tinker's house chests. I think we need 4 of those, right? Yeah, there we go. All right, let's do that. Zizka, or not Zizka, welcome. Welcome, Raiders. How are you doing? How was the stream? What were you up to? Right, let's remove those and wait. They've actually... Oh, I've just realized that they're not... We've not got the auto repair on these. I didn't actually upgrade them, did I? Oops. Well, we're making another bolt then. Fun times. Okay. How's it going? Not too bad. How's things with yourself? What were you up to today? I know you've been playing GTNH. That's about, unfortunately, all I remember. You're so good, you're here twice, and I appreciate it, Larvy. I can't believe I did that. That was dumb. Let's try that again. Oh, it means we've got to go and put some more iron in the smeltery as well. Yeah, we're just doing a little bit of work on upgrading the our crossbow. Just something somewhat mindless. Oh, and trying to make some sodium persulfate as well. So we can get some MV circuits and get the circuit assembler made. You've been playing GOG. So I was working on bees and progressing blood magic for meteors. I've seen a few people playing GOG recently. Definitely, like just regular GTNH is enough for me. I don't know how you guys have the patience for it, especially like the very start of it. It always impresses me. So whereabouts are you kind of progression wise now then? Right. I'm assuming. I don't know. Early IV. The furthest I've ever been in a GTNH playthrough has only been like just before going to the moon. So I'm hoping this one's going to be a little different. I can actually make it a little further. Have you actually made it? Have you kind of... I was going to say completed the pack before, but like, have you made it to the Stargate before in regular? I'm assuming so. Right. Can I put you in there? I can. Are you going to burn me in any way? No. Perfect. No Stargate, you've done Steamgate, but only played up to UV and normal. I actually really want to go back and actually try the Steamgate at some point. That's I've only seen bits and pieces of it. From what I've seen though, it did look like a lot of fun. Right, so I can. We actually get considerably less here, don't we? That's fine. That doesn't really matter. And then we do need to do the... Steamgate's very fun if you want to learn the Greg Tech logistics system. I'm assuming are you limited to just like GT piping and logistics? What am I doing? I'm putting you away. You need to go away. Oh yeah, you're not going to burn me because you're sulfur dioxide, not sulfuric acid yet. No wonder you're not burning me. Or damaging me in any way. Right, I needed... I was going to upgrade the things as well. Oh, it has actually got 40 ammo. It's not... We've just lost a little bit of it. That's all right. At least you don't remember having access to anything else. For the most part, I don't mind the GT logistics system, or at least not in newer versions. I've not had to deal with it too much in... I've not had to deal with it too much in 1.7.10 yet. I'm a little nervous for it, honestly, having to... I'm a little nervous about just filtering in general in 1.7.10. GT stuff's actually pretty good. Problem is the GTNH normally is that they are obscenely overpriced. Yeah, I guess that's kind of like the whole deal with the pack, isn't it? It's just kind of making things difficult. Or at least not making them easy for you. Right. Oh, wait, hang on. How do we do this? Oh, I need actual oxygen cells, don't I? Not universal cells of oxygen. Try that again. Yeah, I think the thing that I'm struggling with most, like coming from like newer versions of GT, is the filtering of things. Like in newer versions, like everything has a tag, a specific tag for itself, whereas in GT in 1.7.10, everything was like meta item 01, and then just metadata to differentiate things. Yeah, I've used the recipe filters a bit in my ore processing. I've used a few of the recipe filters, but they are expensive. But they have made it basically so I don't have to worry, at least with those, as much as I would have had to without them. They've actually been a little bit of a lifesaver. Should probably do the rest of these as well. This is the extent of my bee setup, by the way. I've got up to stable lines of kind of majestic and unweary. I just need to breed up the industrious and... Oh shit, what's the other one? Industrious and... Ah, fuck, why can I never remember this? Hold on. So industrious and imperial, that's the one. I knew it began with I. Yeah. But yeah, like everything is... In the early game, everything is definitely expensive. Already more organized than your bees. To be fair, it's... I have a lot kind of more space, I guess. Like you have to actually build out the platforms to actually put things on and organize things. For me, the land's already there at least. So I got things a little easier. Right, and how many water cells am I going to need for this? 32. Also just a kind of chaotic person when it comes to stuff like that. I can be if I'm not kind of very strict with myself about keeping things organized. Oh, that's another thing, especially that I think I would struggle with especially in the early game of Garden of Grind, would be the fact that your only storage is placing shit on the floor. That's pretty much it. You love this job title you found. Wait, that's the job title, Quiet? You know where. So basically, when you say it's chaotic, it's organized chaos. Like you know where everything is, but nobody else could find anything, kind of deal. That's that makes a lot of sense, honestly. It's like if anybody else looks at it, it's chaotic, but somebody asks you to find something, you know exactly which chest it's in and exactly where it is. I need to get some more fluid storage. And I still need to get rid of all these bloody flowers as well. That's the whole title. Is there an actual description for it as well, Quiet? Or does it just say English and then that's it? And then like a little apply now button? Just use T-search very heavily. It is incredibly useful. And the thing with the hologlasses as well. Being able to filter things out with the hologlasses is nice. It was a choose your job, but it didn't look that hard. I mean, I'm not surprised. It's not got the most descriptive of descriptions. I need more cells. I need more I need more everything. That's pretty much the mantra for any Greg Tech pack is I need more of everything. Right, can I store sulfuric acid in the universal cells? I'm pretty sure I can. But I was actually going to put it in the low voltage fluids tank though, I think. Need more everything a studying, Craig. Exactly. Like in like LV, it's like need more steel, and then I need more aluminium. I need more titanium. I think it's going to be I need more gold soon. That's what I've run out. I've always seemed to run out of in previous playthroughs. Once I start getting into HV, which is a little not quite at HV yet. But I've been trying to take things as kind of slowly as possible, and mostly just to give myself time to build more than anything else, because one of the things I wanted to do with this playthrough was spend more time actually building and making a nice looking world, which I think we're doing all right with so far. It's slowly coming together if we just ignore the exposed boilers. And the fact that this room is a bit of a mess as well, and you can't actually see the ceiling. Right, so when we're doing the sulfuric acid, what needs to go in where? Sulfur trioxide needs to be as fluid, then we need the water cells. Wait. Have I got an extra... How did I gain a bucket of sulfur dioxide? Oh, I didn't. It was a visual glitch. I was going to say, how did I get an extra bucket of sulfur dioxide? That was a little weird. Do I need a circuit for this? I need a circuit one. Okay. Everyone know where to source stuff from? Nothing. You might be your guy. You resist temptation. Just blurt out pointers. I appreciate that. So honestly, this is probably going to be my last regular stream of GTNH, because I get a lot of people who do come in and like to, like, even if you've not, or like without you asking, like to tell you how to do everything and where to get things, and it's made it a lot less enjoyable when people do that. So it is nice and kind of refreshing when people do come in and actually be respectful and not just blurt out, oh yeah, you get it like this or you do this. So I do appreciate that. Thank you. There we go. We have a little bit of sulfuric acid. 1.7 jank strikes again. Oh yeah, it's full of that. Like, I still managed to... I still want to find out how I managed to dupe my sleeping bag. The only thing I can think, because like basically I think what happened was I'd slept, and then I'd kind of left the game straight afterwards, so my player data, so something had saved, like my player data had saved, but the world hadn't properly, so it was still registering the bloody sleeping bag on the floor, and then I had it in my inventory, so I randomly had 2 sleeping bags. You get the same thing. People just come in and tell you how they think you should be playing, and sometimes downright upset that you aren't doing things. Exactly. The thing is, though, the thing I find, though, is the people who come in and are more vocal like that are usually the ones that don't actually know what they're doing. It's the people that do know what they're doing, like kind of yourself, are more respectful and more kind of stand back and then wait for people to ask. It's interesting, to say the least. Yeah, I'm very much somebody who likes to figure things out and kind of work out my own ways of doing things. It's far more interesting to do that anyway, isn't it? Keep saying if you want the game played exactly as I want it, you can just play yourself. Exactly as well. If you want to see every playthrough be exactly the same, where's the fun in that? The more you've played and learned, the more you often notice that people will barge in and say incorrect things. Yeah, I had that quite a few times yesterday. And a lot of the time it's just kind of things people have picked up from watching kind of other content creators or just read somewhere. Kind of feel that's what makes GTNH so good. 100 different playthroughs will each look very different. Exactly. I've seen kind of so many different people approach it in so many different ways. And I think that's just a good thing about Greg Tech in general, is that there's no one singular way to do things, and there's no one singular best way to do everything. There's always multiple options and routes you can take depending on kind of what infrastructure you have, what you find more fun to do. Like there's so many options. And it's one of the things I love about it. Just everything's so varied. And there's, of course, the occasional moment where you can't bite your tongue. To be honest, Guitar, you have never done or said anything that I would be that I would have considered to be, like, overboard. Can I put that in there? I can put that in there. Beautiful. Right, I think I am going to put the sulfuric acid in there for now. Right, what was I doing all this for again? Oh, yeah, I've realised we've kind of upgraded our crossbow. I haven't actually fired it once yet since we upgraded it. We might have to go through to the nether and actually find something to kill. Right, here we go. So once we got this... We make the sodium persulfate. Oh, we need to make the sodium bisulfate. Oh, I need to start actually processing some of the salt we have, don't I? That would actually be helpful. That's the latter approach. There is pretty much my approach to it. I like to experiment. I like to try things out, and I like to get things wrong, because I always find I learn so much more by getting things wrong, like by trying things and getting things wrong, rather than somebody just saying, "Oh, you do it like this." So I've started saying, at least to myself, that like I prefer to learn how something works rather than how to use something. Because if you learn how something works, you can adapt that to pretty much any situation. Whereas if you learn how, like, one way to use something, if, like, as soon as you're in a situation where something changes, you don't necessarily know what to do. So, but if you know how something works and the mechanics of it, it's a lot easier to adapt what you're doing. I think both ways are good. I would agree with that. I mean, I would love to be able to read through the source code to figure out exactly how things work. I'm just not smart enough to do that. I would end up looking at the code and just closing it, whatever I was using to read it, straight away. Because, yeah. I have some knowledge of stuff like that, but nowhere near enough to actually read other people's code. Let's put some salt ore through. Do we get anything else out of these? Rock salt. Oh, rock salt and borax. Yes, that's yeah, that would be me. I'd open it up and say, yep, that is definitely code. And that'll be it. That's the extent of it. But unfortunately, there's quite a bit of stuff we found through code that's just simply not mentioned anywhere in game. Exactly, like that's one of the difficult things. There are so many little tips and tricks and things that you can find like that like it's not documented anywhere. I'm finding it's really difficult to find documentation for a lot of the older mods now as well. Like I was trying to find documentation for Project Red this morning. I was trying to figure out exactly how I could filter undamaged items. Because the damage, there's the kind of the chips that you have, you can sort into damage groups, but the damage groups don't seem to do what I expect them to do, so it's kind of a little weird. I do need to actually, one thing I could probably do with doing is actually setting up a, and I didn't think about this till last night, I could do with setting up a fighting cabinet for the armor. And we could at least store that and then take out the bits that we don't need. Oh god, witchery and bewitchment in more modern versions is no better either. We played through Divine Journey 2 not too, well, about a year or so ago, maybe? I can't remember exactly when it was. We played through Divine Journey 2, though, and Bewitchment was... It was painful. Like, once you figure out how it does work, like, I'm kind of hoping there are some crossovers between Bewitchment and Witchery. I know Bewitchment was based on Witchery, but whether there's any actual crossovers or not, it's going to be a different matter. But, like, if the way things work in that is similar, then I might stand a chance. I want to make sure I did actually switch my ore washer back to the right mode. Yes, I did. Yeah, go for it. Because that's the one thing I've been wanting to just sort out the all undamaged armor, so I can obviously put it through like a macerator or into a smeltery or just something to process it again. But I've not been able to find out a way, given what I have available at the moment, to be able to filter it out properly. All right, where are we? There we go. We have some sulfuric acid. Beautiful. Right, we're just gonna wait on the salt now. Rectech recipe filter, set fluid extractor. Oh, shit, yeah, I didn't even think about that. So basically, anything that is undamaged will get put through the filter. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that is actually a very good way of doing that. Ooh. I'm gonna have to make another one of these then. They are fucking expensive though. What do the higher tier ones actually do? Do they just add additional slots? You go faster a lot. Oh. So there is a speed component there as well, then. Right. Tell you one thing I am most looking forward to getting when I get to get into MV. Bloody draw controller. There we go. We've got a little bit of salt. How much do I actually need? I need a stack of salt for this. We'll leave that there for a minute. Wait, is that gold? Yeah, that's gold. Low tier ones are actually pretty fast, but high tier ones will spam on the server tick. That's good to know. I am generally not a Thorncraft enjoyer, but I am actually weirdly looking forward to getting into it in this pack. Because most of my experience with Thorncraft has been in like 112 plus. And the whole kind of research mini game thing in that was just painful to go through. But I am kind of looking forward to it in this. I haven't touched it yet. It was on my to-do list for this weekend. But I am looking forward to it, because I know there's a bunch of useful things in that. Which I am looking forward to doing. Plus, it gates every other Magic mod, and I do kind of want to get into Britannia as well. Used to be a certified Thorncraft hater, but you've really come to love it in GTNH. I think like the amount of quality of life things it has, like one of the things I'm looking forward to being able to sort out is the Thormic Restorer, for one, for when I do start getting into bees for repairing the frames. And, oh, what is it? Is it Tantalum you can, that's... We can, well, there's a bunch of nuggets I believe we can duplicate with it as well, right? It's tantalum that I was thinking of, but... Yeah. I'm assuming there's a bunch of other nuggets that you can duplicate with it as well. I think the thing I'm looking forward to the most with that is figuring out the automation for it and how I can actually automate it all as best as kind of as neatly as possible. Duping is very strong. Yeah, I figured it would be. So it's one of those things I've been holding off. Part of the reason I've been holding off, honestly, is because learning something new like that, I don't like doing it on stream. For same reasons we've kind of mentioned already. Because 9 times out of 10, you'll get 4 or 5 different people all telling you 4 or 5 different things. Can I have my last little bit of salt, please? Yeah, so like it's not just a free thing that you get. You can't just like, it's not like duping TNT. It's not just a free thing. You actually have to put in the work to figure out kind of the automation and interesting ways of getting it to work. I just need 3 more salt, damn it. I've probably got some salt inside, actually. Oh, I'm regretting putting most of these as 1x1 draws, by the way. I need to switch them all out for 1x2s, I think. Oh, come on. Just give me that last little bit of salt. But yeah, that's the thing with this game. Like, my enjoyment almost entirely comes from figuring things out and kind of experimenting and enjoying it. And some of the later game GT stuff, I am definitely looking forward to. Because there are a lot, like, just looking through some of the multi-blocks, like, just looking through some of the, like, the multi-blocks and the actual, kind of the way they work, like, the amount of things, like, looking at the, can we find the water line? Was it tier 5 or tier 6, was it? But yeah, if you're looking at these, like, kind of the amount of kind of things you need to take into account when you're you're automating things like this is just ridiculous. It's going to be so much fun to actually figure all that out. I don't want to get ahead of myself, though, because we are not even remotely close to that at the moment, so... All right, what do we need? Circuit 1, sulfuric acid, salt, sodium bisulfate, we get hydrochloric acid. I need to find somewhere to store the hydrochloric acid in, though. Because right now... wait, what circuit are we on? Circuit 1. Right, I need to find something to store the hydrochloric acid in. Which... Can I make another low voltage fluid tank for this? I do need to make more pumps. More clay pipes. What, 12? I've only got 2 motors left as well. I need to make some more. Yeah, it's not good. I mean, I've made a couple of super tanks so far. Just because I had to make a little bit of polyethylene for the Bealyzer. So I used some of the excess that I had to make some super tanks. But I could really do with more, honestly. Because there's going to be a bunch of things that we have no space for. Yeah, they like of all the things that's like the only other thing that I wanted to use the polyethylene for, really. We've not got much left. We've only got like a 1 bucket or so left, but shouldn't be too long before we can actually make more. Which is going to be nice. Right, what else do I need for these? I need LV pump, iron plate, steel plate, and bronze plates. Do I have any of that? Got the 2 steel and the iron. Just need the bronze, and we need to make a pump as well. What else do I need? I need you. Do I have any tin screws? I do have some tin screws left. Got bronze pipes. Oh. God damn it. Okay, right. I need tin cable. Especially the longer you spend in pre-AE2, investing in all the stuff that will just really decrease friction. Yeah, I've kind of I've pretty much said to myself at this point, if I make it to actually getting an AE2 system set up, I will almost kind of guarantee that I'm going to finish the pack. It's getting to that AE2 system and being able to go through everything like without the AE2 system that I'm going to struggle with. Also, I'm a little curious as to... Because last time I played a 1.7.10 pack, I didn't know much about AE2 at all. So I'm kind of curious how different it's going to be to more modern versions. Especially with all the additional things that the GTNH team have kind of backported and added to AE2. I've been running around with a handful of cells looking for a random machine to dump them into while you play musical fluids. Yeah, that's pretty much where I've been as well. I could do with some more cells, honestly. What's the major difference? Oh, I've got to deal with the hydrogen as well. In modern pattern providers are a dedicated block. Oh yeah, no, that is actually something I remember. I do remember from. So the same in Divine Journey 2. Do we have any larger pattern providers in? I'm assuming we have larger pattern providers than GTNH in GTNH. Basically, ones that have more than 9 pattern slots. I'm assuming we do. Because given the amount of things we're going to have to make in this, it would be a little bit weird to not have that. To have more than 9 patterns available. We do. Okay, good. Right, let's just start putting this through the electrolyzer. That's the right electrolyzer. Oh, shit, and I need the empty cells as well, don't I? I'm going to have to make another super tank, I think. Just for the hydrogen. I don't think I've got enough cells for all this. Right, what do I actually need for the super tanks again? Do I have enough? I think I need 9 circuits for the circuit assembler, don't I? And then... Oh, that should be fine. That should be okay. It's whether I've got enough polyethylene. That's the thing I'm really not sure about. Oh, I knew I got one of the MV components in the loot games yesterday, but I can't remember which one. Right. We need... How much is it? 6 plates. 6... Well, 6 times 144. 864. Okay, we should have just about enough. I have a bucket of polyethylene left. And I got a little bit in there, so we should be okay. How much have I got left after that? 288 millibuckets. That's all I've got left. I guess we can always make more if we need it. That's what? 8 steel plates. Did I have 8 steel plates left? I did. Perfect. Basically what I'll probably end up doing is, yes, abnormal GTNH. No, basically just do one, like maybe just one stream a week, more as kind of a recap stream for those who are still interested in watching kind of the playthrough. But just not consistently streaming it, and then just I tend to get a lot more work done, like I have a lot more time to get stuff done off stream than I do on stream as well, so I should be able to progress a little bit quicker while still getting building done. Hopefully, anyway. What do I need? What do I still need? I don't need that, because we're not making another spike now. Also, can I just say how painful diamond plates are? Yeah, exactly. I do spend a lot of time chatting, and when I do that, I tend to lose focus. So I end up not getting a great deal done. How much? Only got 42 aluminium left at the moment. It's not ideal. Wait, homies hate diamond plates in early game. Well, it's like it's that 12.8 minute processing time for them that does it. Like that's just an insane processing time. Right, I need 2 more for the motor. It's 4 cupronickel. It's going to be nice to get to a point where I can actually start mass producing the MV motors as well. Or at least batch crafting them. Oh, I need to go and check on my steel back at the old base as well. Also, the lathe is horrible as well. I'm not a big fan of the lathe. Although it does allow me to make more crops, which is nice. But having to wait like 100 seconds for one red alloy rod. And the fact that we don't even get 2 ingots out of a or 2 rods out of an ingot. We get 1 and a bit of dust. Oh god. I know some of the ones that have got just like insane recipe times, but it's a low tier recipe. What was it? Tantalum hafnium carbide. Wait, I can type. The tool rod. Yeah, this is what I mean. It's like... Hang on, let me see. How... Like, when do you actually get access to tantalum hafnium carbide? So hang on, if you... I'm trying to think where that would get to be a reasonable time. I don't even know how far through I am. That was what? MV, HV, EV, IV, LUV, ZPM. So still 26,214 seconds of ZPM. Unless you've got... Oh, would you... Have we got... Are there extruders with perfect overclocks? Gotta make some M-grade bolts a while back and started that recipe without checking the time. Ouch. Are there any extruders with perfect overclocks? Because that would make it marginally more bearable. Because I think if I'm doing the maths right on this, even at UV, it's still 6,553 seconds. That's insane. That is absolutely nuts. Holy shit. Hey, Quap. How you doing? I hope you don't need too many of those things. Ah, I forgot to pick up the wires. Oh, and the plates. Doing okay? How about me? I'm not too bad. I'm not too bad. Alright, wait. There you go there. Alright. There's the motor. We need... Hold on. Those go in there. Only for making crossbow bolts. Okay, so that's not too bad then. It's like I remember like doing some of the other like all of the Tinker's parts are just hellishly slow. I remember doing some of them in another playthrough, and then just like again like you not checking the recipe, but that was only like kind of like 300 or 400 seconds, and I thought that was quite bad. Sorry, computer. I know you fell on the game again, and you get the... Wait, What did you... Wait, what did you... How are you punishing your computer, Guitar Little? Or should I not ask? Right, I need bronze rotor and bronze screw. I do like that we can do the bronze and tin rotors in the LV extruder, though. That is nice. You lost by spawning a few hundred demons in just a few... Oh, dear. Which game was that in, Guitar Lilin? Oh, God. Which game was that in? Syntopia playtest. I've not heard of that. What exactly is Syntopia? What do we need? Steel fluid pipe. Of course we haven't got one of those. We've got a large steel fluid pipe. I'm assuming we need at least 6 steel plates for this. Right, at least we'll have somewhere to put our hydrogen now. Okay, that actually wasn't too bad. That is not how that works. There we go. Right. It's one of those godlike games. You miss the underworld. Make sure people get rid of their sins before reborn. Get money for it. Okay. And have missions what to aim for. Spawning all the demons is not a winning condition. I imagine that would not be a winning condition, no. Like, who really wins when you spawn a bunch of demons? Alright. There we go. Right, now we have a little bit of hydrogen. Or hydrogen storage, at least. Oh, wait, didn't I? Did I turn those back from universal cells? I think I did, didn't I? We might be here a little while. How long is that? 30 seconds. Oh, it's not too bad. Right, I'm going to steal you for a moment because I can't be bothered to walk downstairs. And I guess for now... I'll just put that in there. And I guess we use this for the sodium persulfate. Beautiful. Happened with you. It was a good post-stream chat. All right, no worries. Thank you for hanging out as well. And thank you, obviously, for the raid, too. No worries. Go have some good rest. And once again, I appreciate it. I definitely need to make sure I can't... Hang on, let me go and do that now. I actually, like, Larvy has mentioned you a few times recently. I've always meant to head over and actually follow and hadn't got around to it. Let me fix that now. There we go. Perfect. All right. Enjoy the rest of your day. All right. Where are we going now? What are we doing now? What else do we need to think about? Let's get... rid of you. Oh, he's a good guy. He's mentioned you as well. He is a good guy. I've known Livey a while now. So I watched it this morning, Guitar Lilin. Thankfully, it's the kind of thing that had I not been half asleep when I listened to it, that would definitely still be in my head now. That's it's a little catchy. All right, what else do we need to do with these? We need to do the phonetic circuit board, so I may as well just do a stack of these now. I've got plenty of wood pulp. It is definitely a catchy tune. Can't get the Catfire song from Eugenics out of your head. One of my friends sent me the Styx song from something or other. I can't remember what it was from, and that's been stuck in my head ever since she sent it. I don't know what it was from, but it was it's driving me nuts. How much do we need for this? 8 of these recipes. Uh, 2.5 buckets-ish. Wait, is that the right circuit? Yeah, that's the right circuit. Ah, that's another one that's going to take a while. Perfect. Was something you got randomly on Spotify in the car? You don't even have a clue what playlist it found it on? Spotify seems to be doing weird things for people lately. I know Jess was having some issues with it yesterday, I think. All right. Let's go and what can we do while we're waiting? Check on the bees. Just goes catfight, catfight, got cats. That's oh god. That kind of reminds me a little bit of I can't. There was some song from what years and years ago, something to do with a badger. I remember that much. Thankfully, that one never got stuck in my head. But oh, hang on, can we switch this out now? That gives a stack of gallium. I think we've already got plenty of gallium anyway, or at least a little bit of gallium. Can't get the name of the playlist. It just plays the cue, and well, the songs are more or less hilarious. Yes, that one, Guitar Lilin. It's like not many words to it, but they do get stuck in your head. Actually, is it worth doing the gallium arsenide now? We may as well do, right? Yeah, let's do that. Let's not do all of it now, though. Let's just do, like, 16 for now. Just because I don't want to end up bloody getting power failures again, because stuff in my EBF breaks. I still can't believe how quickly we got the kind of maintenance issues on there. Do I need a circuit on this, or can I do this any quicker with oxygen? No, we can't do it any quicker with oxygen. Unless we have gallium arsenide dust, which, as far as I can tell, there's not really a way of getting without macerating actual gallium arsenide. No chance she'll bounce. Oh, God. I feel like I have to look that up now. Analyst name recommended for you? What the heck kind of taste does it think I have? Apparently cats about hedgehogs on Roombas. That is apparently your kind of taste. Oh, hang on. We have... I want to put some of this gold through, and we've got a bunch of steel dust now as well. I'm going to leave that in there because we'll put it through the EBF soon. Cool catfight, and you can find it on Edmund McMillan's channel. I'll see if I can remember that and check it out later. As I clearly don't have enough random songs stuck in my head at the moment. It's weird though, like the songs that always get stuck in your head are just the ones that have like repeated lyrics. They're not musically good in any way, but they still just like kind of get stuck in your head and then just will not leave. Is there anything else we actually need to make at the moment? Oh, I never did a recipe for cobalt brass, did I? I feel like I want to do gold dust, honestly. How many buckets do we need with the gold dust? 8. Should be fine. All right, let's switch you out and put you in there. I do need to replace the electrotine, though. Because we are currently out of electrotine. I think Catfight is actually kind of a jam, but also a major earworm. What kind of, what would the actual musical style of it be? What would you class the musical style as? Or genre, I guess. Well, that was a song about perception rules and D&D. Before that, Weird Al and some Hermitcraft songs. I do remember listening to a Lord of the Rings inspired song recently. Something about walking is about all I can remember. And the entire plot of Lord of the Rings just being about hobbits walking. Cannot for the life of me remember the name though. See, this is one of the problems I have. I have so many things like this that get kind of like, they get stuck in my head. Like, I remember the concepts and the idea, but the details, like names, just completely escape me. It's so frustrating. Wait, didn't I make a stack of gallium? Oh, no, we didn't quite have a stack yet, did we? That's right.
Oh, I see. Running away, eh? You yellow bastard!
Unironically call it jazz punk. Interesting. What am I even doing in here? This also happens a lot. I'll end up randomly, when I'm talking with chat, I'll end up just randomly running around like a headless chicken. Anything else I can put away here that I have a drawer for? I guess we can put the salt away. Sodalite, lazurite, yellow garnet, apatite. Where do we get the apatite from? Oh, no idea. How you doing, life? Circle running yap hour is a vibe? Pretty much. But then again, if I wasn't going to interact with people on the stream, there'd be no point in streaming. Oh, I've actually almost got a stack of glow flowers already. I need to get a few more of those. Right, what were we actually waiting on at the moment? Well, the gallium arsenide is going on downstairs. We should have 16 of our buckets of sodium persulfate so far. You can go in there. I do wish we had some kind of display on the super tanks to show, like, without going into them, what they are. Oh wait, is that all done? Oh yeah, we're only making 16 buckets, weren't we, of sodium persulfate? That should give us enough for a stack of circuit boards. We do need... Oh, we are going to need a stack of gold for this, though, aren't we? Wait, hang on. Something to do... I've actually already forgotten what we were talking about. Wait, something for what? Oh, fluid limit. There's a fluid limiter cover. I genuinely can't remember what we were talking about. Oh, right. That. Oh. There's a fluid limiter cover. Wireless fluid detector cover. Fluid detector cover. Oh, don't want that. Needs maintenance cover. I don't want my things to need maintenance. Right. Redstone transmitters, wireless fluid detector cover. Cherry planks are not what we're looking for. Ender fluid cover, power pass upgrade cover. Metrics transmitter cover. Fluid storage monitor. There we go. Oh. Yeah, we might not be making too many of those yet. We haven't got that much aluminium yet. I need to remember that, actually, because that's going to be useful later. I did not know that was a thing. This is one of the things I end up doing. When I'm waiting for stuff to process and I can't really be bothered to do anything else, I'll tend to just look through various mods and look at what's in... what they have in the mod and what I don't understand from it, and then just try and look up and figure out what shit does. But that is definitely something that's good to know. What the hell are all these? Oh, wireless energy covers. Interesting. All right, anyway. Weren't you supposed to be going to get some rests, Zizka? Yeah, honestly, do they still have those, like, siren alarm things? Because I remember the first time I tried GTNH years ago, I remember those kind of sirens. Yes, the howler alarms. Do we still have those? We do. Ooh. Because like I had although I guess technically at the minute I can tell when the only thing I'm worried about would be my EBF, and at the minute I can tell because you've got the whole power failure alerts. More stocks. I might have to make one of those later then, because that would actually be kind of useful. Have it down in the basement on the EBF. Because I had an issue with it running out of power the other day because it had a maintenance issue. It's most often used on clean rooms. Yeah. I can see that. We're not quite clean room stage yet. How annoying is the clean... Well, it's the filter casings that are usually the issue. How annoying are the filter casings? Honestly, by that point, they shouldn't be too bad. Just polyethylene, either steel, carbon, a little bit of zinc, aluminium. By that point, they shouldn't be too bad, I don't think. I guess if you're doing a large clean room, though, because that's only for one... Yeah, I guess if you are doing a large clean room... Wait. Also, one thing I wish we had was a way to view, like, in newer versions of Minecraft you've got a way of viewing, like, all the GT multi-blocks. Basically being able to click on the title bar and then just scroll through all of them. I kind of wish we had something like that in here so I could... I love looking through through the multi-blocks. Check the recipe time on the ice. Oh god, I didn't even check that. Wait, are they? Oh yeah, they are cheaper as well. I was going to say, can't you just do them shape crafting? But 30 seconds each. Wait, so if you do, what's the max size clean rooms? Is it 15 by 15 by 15? Or is it bigger than that? If you do a max size clean room, yeah, 15 by 15 by 15. So that's what, 13 by 13. Yeah, that's going to take a while. That would take a while. All right. I don't know why I'm making. Actually, I think like what I'm probably. I think the next thing I'm probably going to do once we actually get the circuit assembler is just make a stack of MV circuits and get that out of the way before we actually start properly getting into MV. All right, that's almost done at least. How is the gallium arsenide doing? If you on a maintenance hatch, shows a good amount of multi-blocks. Oh, that's a good point, actually, yeah. Because they pretty much all have maintenance blocks or maintenance hatches. Wait. Auto maintenance hatch? Oh, no, it doesn't. Apparently not. It would make sense for it to work, but because any other block shows you like what it's actually used in. What about energy hatches? No, it doesn't do it with energy hatches either. Oh, that sucks. I can't use the hologram projector either, which I hoped would work, but apparently not. I do remember, like, I know that when we looked at the alveoli blocks yesterday, if we do find the uses on the alveoli blocks, it shows the industrial apicultural. Wait, what's that actually called? I can't say. Industrial apiculture acclimatizer and drone domestication station. That's a bloody mouthful. So that shows like they're used in the multi-block for that. So you would have thought that looking for maintenance hatches would show it, but maybe they changed that somehow. Like I don't know. I don't know why they would make it so you couldn't do that. What else do most multi-blocks have? What about the output buses? Nope. I feel like there's got to be a way to do it. All right. Anyway, let's see if we can actually make some circuits. I need to... What else do I actually need to make? I'm going to need to make some more motors as well, aren't I? So I should probably get that started. I think I'm just going to do another half a stack of LV motors. Oh, speaking of power fails, there it is. I swear, this thing fucking breaks more than I do. What the hell is wrong with you? Pipe is loose. Thanks for that. I swear when I used this before, it did not break this much. And that was on the last one as well. How much does the... When there's maintenance on it, how much does it actually increase the power usage by? Reduce the usage by... No, that's reducing the EU percent. It's a certain percentage for... There's twice it... Like, I've not used the EBF a huge amount, and it's like twice in 2 days now that it's broken. Last time it was the... I needed to resolder it. Thankfully, it was only a little bit of gallium and arsenic that we used, that we lost, so it wasn't too bad, but still mildly annoying. All right, let's take you. What do we need to do circuit-wise for this? Anything? Nope. There we go. And we are going to need a few more of these. I've still never found like an adequate reason why gold takes so long to process. Yeah, it's also a little bit of a pain to try and fit it in there at this point as well, I think. Where would I even put it? I guess, to be fair, we didn't technically need the output hatch at the moment. But that's literally the only place it could go. I guess I could remove the output hatch and move the maintenance hatch over to there. And then put another one in there. That should be fine anyway. That was the thought I had, Bobo, as well. Because, like, I know that, obviously, like, gold is a soft material. So it taking a long time kind of never, aside from, like, that possibility, it never really made a lot of sense. There's a similar thing with tin as well. I think there are certain things that tin takes a little bit longer. I've really got to get this automated. Right, okay. Chew this gold into a plate faster than this machine? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I mean, I don't know how the additional saliva on there would affect things, but, you know, it's possible. There we go. Our first good circuit boards. Right, we only need 2 of these at the minute, really, don't we? Where is... it's already gone off there. Circuit assembler. We also need to do the other motors as well. And, oh god, more steel rods. The urge to just, like, waste steel and just use a file instead. I can't bring myself to do it. Right, let's go and... Then you get started. Oh god, yeah, I can't stand the lathes. I've come from, obviously, playing newer versions of GregTech. where the lathes actually give you 2 rods per ingot and not a rod and 2 small dust. Hey, Larvy. And Blue as well. How you guys doing? You found a button to click. 3 stream straight. I appreciate it, Blue. How you been? Right, okay. Let's go and put these away. But yeah, the lathes are so slow, and the fact that they take, I think it's like 100.8 seconds for 1 red alloy rod. And 14 seconds for each iron rod. It's fun times. This run, you just said screw it and went right back to using files to make rods instead of an LV lathe. I'm too cheap to do that. I've got more than enough materials at the moment to be fine to just use the file. But I always feel like, well, I'm just wasting materials at that point. That's true. I guess technically now that we have the EBF as well, like when it's not breaking on me, it would actually be faster to do it that way as well. Am I? I'm not too bad. You're angry to... Oh, God. What's happened, Blue? Why are we angry? Right, okay. I still need to turn this into pipes as well. Right, so what do we actually need here? We need to get brass rods as well. Do I have any Certus quartz at the moment? I think I should have somewhere in here. Yeah, so we've got Certus quartz. I do need to go and make some more brass. How much brass do I need? Just... Oh, God, more rods. Okay. Wait, no, it's 1 zinc, 3 copper, isn't it? Can I have for real this time I've gone? Alright, no worries. It's been good chatting. Get some rest. Let's get some brass. APC delivery driver, didn't want to do a literal 45-second detour around a closed road that Google Maps automatically routes you around. Oh, that's bullshit. Is there anybody you can complain to about it? Because that's... Like, did you pay for, like, faster delivery, or did you... And they just didn't deliver it when they were supposed to, or was this just a pain in the ass situation where they should have been a little less lazy? You did pay for faster... Oh, yeah, that's bullshit. I would be pissed. And you've just got to hope they don't do the same crap tomorrow as well. Company you order from does next day as standard. I mean, even so, like whether it's standard or not, it's still supposed to be next day delivery. I swear, so many people these days have... they just, like, don't give a shit anymore. Like, I mean, slightly different situation, but our postman, whenever it's raining now, we literally just get our post shoved through the door and kind of ripped to shreds. They just don't give a shit anymore. They're like, there's no sense of pride in their work. Especially given it's 3K. Yeah, if it's 3K's worth of stuff, then yeah, you would expect pretty decent delivery times. But it just seems like there's so many people are just not caring anymore. Kind of sucks. Let's do that in there. Right, we need motors is what we need at the moment. So we're doing half a stack. That means we need Stack of copper, and I think we should have the... Yeah, we've got the tin cables already. What have you been ordering? There's like 3K's worth. Because that's a lot of stuff. How are you getting on? 16 of our good circuit boards. Wait, can we get a quest for that yet? Actually, let's claim these as well while we're at it. Cable. 3K's worth of... Holy shit. Where are you running cables to? That is a lot of cables. The moon. I mean, that would explain it. That would take a few meters of cabling, at least. Alright. Darkwood sapling. Yay. That's what I wanted. Darkwood sapling and a cheeseburger. I would actually love a cheeseburger right now. That'll be so nice. How you doing, Joe? I think I think I remember rightly that they're adding LV variants of the electric wire cutters and a few other tools, which is going to be incredibly nice. Oh my god, this is going to take forever. Had a fun situation with a package this week as well. Got a paper in your mailbox saying it's been delivered to a neighbour, very common name. Think John Smith, just next door. You go ring the doorbell, get quite confused. Mrs. Smith turns out the driver got the address wrong, and there is a Smith family living in your house. Oh! You'd think you'd know about that, wouldn't you? Oh wait, no. So there is actually a Smith family living at your house. So it's kind of so you're actually living in a shared house. I thought that was just like they'd got the address wrong and they were basically assuming that there was a family living there that wasn't. That actually makes a little bit more sense. Oh, hang on, I can go out with the rest of the dusts. Like Smith Miller, so it never... Ah. That is like Smith is a fairly common name, in fairness. It kind of makes sense. Awkward, though. Right, what am I doing? What am I doing? I haven't got anything else to claim except for this, which I guess we take the loot bag again. If we actually click the claim button. Oh, right, okay. But you did say it was a fairly common name. Just not Smith. Are you done? You're not quite done. Smith will be pretty uncommon. Actually, yeah, that's a fair point. I didn't even think of that. I imagine there must be a few Smiths there, but I can't imagine it's common. Right. Do we need any more silicon at the moment? What do we even need raw silicon for? I can't remember what we needed the raw silicon for. Oh, for the redstone alloy, which I still haven't made, by the way. What do we need for diodes? Diodes, we need more gallium arsenide. Okay, so we have to... Do we have to macerate down the gallium arsenide then, I'm assuming? that we got. It's Schmidt instead. All right, we need to make... How many of these circuits does it actually want us to make for this? Just 2. Okay, so yeah, we need 4 diodes. I can't even use annealed copper for this. Not that we have any annealed copper right now, but I can't even use annealed copper for this. We need what? Molten glass. Should have some glass dust downstairs. I think we can smelt that. We can fluid extract that at LV. No, we can't even extract. Do I have to get the... Can I use the molten glass from Tinker's? Oh, I'll have to look into that in a minute. Are you done? You are done now. Makes you think when people tell you not to say your name and town because people might find you. Well, there are 28 people with your name and surname combo in your town. And I'm sure, I'm guessing there's probably other people around the around Sweden that that have this a similar name combination as well. I have had somebody on stream kind of find not my exact address before, but the village that I live in. Vidat managed to find that. Only because he was worried about me, I think. He wasn't just stalking me randomly. Shiny, welcome. Welcome, Raiders. How are you doing? How is GOG treating you? Pagrat, apologies if I'm butchering that name. Welcome. All the raids today. Holy shit. You hear it twice? Again. You need to stop lurking in so many streams, Larvae. You're duplicating yourself. 1,014 of you in Sweden. Yeah, that's quite a few. And XA as well. How you doing? How is Gregan? It's going all right. We upgraded our crossbow today, and we're kind of working on making the circuit assembler at the moment. Only 2 of you in Sweden, so you've got a fairly uncommon name then, Wiseoff. You managed to get some NBs today without ever leaving the overworld dimension. Ah. I don't even know where you get NBs from. Well, I'm assuming you can't buy the hives that have them. I don't know enough about forestry bees, I've got to be honest. Do you get them from the ender hives? Is that where you'd get them from? What's that locked by? No, that's locked by the end then, isn't it? So how did you get them? So I'm assuming that doesn't unlock until you've, like, visited the end. Magic. I mean, that's the answer to most. That's how Minecraft works. That's how not every single thing in Minecraft just collapses on you. But meanwhile, like 200 people have your surname and none with the same first name. You're careful with that. I think I've always been relatively careful with my name. People know my first name. I think I've said my first name several times on stream. But I don't think I've ever said my surname. Specifically from Britannia. Oh, is it Lunium? Is it alunium? That one. Actually, exactly, yeah. Quiet's got it. Quiet, just don't tell everybody though. Okay, now it's 6 people with the same name as you. That's still not many. Wait, how are you finding this out, by the way? A 100 people in the UK with your surname? I kind of want to know how many there is with mine now. How creepy is the one has the same name as you? Has a brother named exactly the same? That is kind of weird. It's probably public here as well, wise off. I just don't know where I'd look for it. It's not really it's not really something I've ever looked at before. I have a fairly uncommon first name, but a very common last name. Wait, I'm pretty sure I know your name. I would have thought your first name would have been more common than the last, but I guess like I don't know where you live and what like the general kind of population kind of is like in terms of names. No, I think I know your because your actual name shows up. I think obviously I'm not going to say it. It shows up with PayPal things. I'm assuming that's your actual name. Your name's ultra rare, but you don't want to share your full name. No, I wouldn't either. I would recommend that nobody shares their full name. There are a lot of weird people on the internet. Your middle name is Nepomuk. I apologize if I'm butchering that, but whereabouts are you from then? Because that's definitely it's definitely not a British name. Your middle name, your first name, both the same name. Must be in different names. But when you say different names, do you mean spelled differently, or they're essentially one is kind of a nickname kind of the other? Never met any person with this name, only in media. You're German as well. Maybe 2 people with your first name. It's way more used as a middle name. I used to work with somebody with that name. Is that from an anime or something, or a movie, Blue? Because I'm old. I don't get references to anything, pretty much. What am I doing? I'm supposed to be making stuff. One can be a derivative of the other. Oh, god damn it. Hold on. Sorry, Pegrat. That was, the bot tends to get a little feisty when it comes to links. Wait, I was a saint of Bohemia. Executed by King Wenceslas IV of Bohemia for disobedience. Oh, that's a fairly tragic story. Your name is also related to a famous conqueror of UK history. I feel like there are going to be people who would be able to figure this out from at least what your last and middle names are from that, Larvae. I'm not smart enough for it, but I'm sure there probably are people who are. All right, let's make... Oh, your last name's unconnected. Oh, sorry, is it your first and middle name that are kind of derivatives? Ah, okay. To be fair, finding out somebody's first name, like, it's going to be very difficult to track them down. He got drowned by the church because he wouldn't reveal secrets that his faith forbid him from sharing. Being interested enough in tracking someone down requires a whole heck of a lot of motivation. It does. But like I say, one of my mods did it with me once. I can't remember what the scenario was. There was something he'd been worried about me for some reason, and he'd remembered some of the things that I've said in the past that had happened in like around where I was, and he'd managed to kind of track me down from that. Your name's just Wolfie, though, Wolfie. I can't imagine there are too many people called Wolfie. Although technically there's probably another one because you're named Wolfie too. So there's got to be at least one Wolfie for you to be Wolfie 2. Or convenience of locality. Well, I know that my mod is the other side of the world from me, pretty much. Must be Wolfie Wolf the second. Exactly. The only thing it could be. Right, let's figure out what else I need to make here. I need to make a piston. Oh, I need more tin cables as well, don't I? Okay, let's sort that out as well while we're at it. Oh, there is the Wolfie, which is you too. That's true. What am I doing? Why not? Let's see another shader user. I always used to love shaders, but only for like screenshots. But then as time went on, I just preferred the way it looks. It's so much nicer. Your name is Nobody. I still want to see that movie. Oh my god, I need to get to Void upgrade soon because we're going to start running out of space for black granite dust. All right. What am I doing? I still need. It's just one circuit for a robot arm, isn't it? Yeah. I need to make sure I keep at least 6 circuits. And I think I need, what, 6 steel rods? 4 plates, I think. All right. Let's put you in here. Where are you going? You're going in there. I hate fluid storage. I'm just gonna leave you two to your conversation that I'm not, once again, I'm not smart enough to know what you're on about. Oh shit. Have I still got anything left in there? What have I got in there? Oh, that was from when we went to get the magnesite, wasn't it? That's right. An epic conversation. I'm assuming it's something to do with, well, some history-related thing. Or mythological thing, maybe. Oh, Epic is a musical. Oh, okay. I know nothing about musicals. They are definitely not my thing. Right, what am I doing? Still need you. And I need you, and I need you. I can't wait till I actually get an extruder. It's gonna be so nice. Right, have we got enough cables down here to do this? Probably not. No, unsurprisingly, I'm one short. It's more a string of music tracks to tell their interpretation of the musical. I don't think I could sit through it, Larvae. I feel I would be willing to give it a go, but I get bored very easily. Yeah, but you still need to sit there and listen to it though. Like you kind of have to sit through it still. If something takes a period of time, you still have to sit through it. But no, I can't. If I'm doing anything else, I can't listen to music. I just can't focus. So whenever I'm doing anything I need to, as soon as I need to think about something, if I've got any music or anything playing in the background, I have to stop it. Otherwise, I just can't focus. Anyway, right, all we need now is the 2 MV circuits, and we can get our circuit assembler. Which for this, we need steel casing, a couple of copper wires. I haven't got any copper wires. No, never mind, I have copper wires. We're good. I am hearing the music now, but it's so low for me that I can hear that it's there, but I don't have to focus on it because my voice kind of drowns it out. And since I never shut up, that I never get a chance to hear it. It's like I know it's there, but I just don't know what's going on with it. Listen to anything too familiar, you'll start humming or singing along and get nothing done. The other weird thing about this, though, is I can't sleep without background noise. I can't focus with background noise, but I can't sleep without it. It's kind of a weird situation. Oh, wait, I should have a steel plate left in here, shouldn't I? Yes. Right, you can go in there. Right, what else do I need then for my diodes? Your ability to do multiple things at once is stupid. My inability to do multiple things at once is stupid. I'm just kind of in the opposite boat. Can I have a stream, a game, music. How do you do that, Larvae? I feel like when I was younger, I used to be able to have multiple things going on at once and be able to kind of pick them, like, kind of like focus in on whichever one I was trying to listen to at the time, and it wouldn't bother me. Nowadays, it literally just drives me up the wall. Anything less going on, you go stir crazy. Actually, to be fair, I can understand that. Like, it's not something I've experienced, at least not any time recently, but I can definitely understand it. I'd love to be able to do that, honestly. Wait, is this this is the Tinker's molten glass, isn't it? This is what we're going to need to use for this, I'm assuming. So that's what, 4 fine copper wires, small gallium arsenide. If we need 4 of these, we just need two molten glass. So I'm assuming this is the Tinker's ones. Hey, like, even if it's overstimulation, if you kind of you're able to cope with it, and that's the way if that's kind of like your normal, I mean, nothing weird about it, I guess. How much we got in there? 3 stacks. Don't you poison me. Have any of you dropped any emeralds that I can use? No, you have not. Most you can do is a video or stream while you're scrolling Reddit. This is one of the reasons why I struggle so much with keeping up with chat a lot of the time. Streaming is about the only time I can vaguely multitask. Because I have to keep an eye on stream, but also keep an eye on chat and kind of what I'm doing on in-game. That's I guess the closest I get to multitasking. Do you have ADHD, Larvae? I'm sure we've talked about this before. But I have a memory like a sieve, so... Right, I'm hoping that glass will work. Non-diagnosed. It's kind of same boat as... Oh, yeah, we talked about... Did we talk about this yesterday? I feel like we did. Sorry, like I say, I genuinely do have a memory like a sieve. Like, I will say things and then 20 seconds later, they're gone. Ah, okay. So we're on the past few streams. I apologize for forgetting then. I am very bad with things like that. That's just kind of who I am though, Larvae. I will apologize for shit like that because I feel like I should do better. It's one of the joys of being a perfectionist. Do I need these in this crystal form at all? Oh, we do for the balls, I'm guessing. I'll just do a couple of them. Not that your memory's any better on chats. I mean, you did better than me on this one. You remember that we actually talked about that. I mean, I think that the thing I've found with my memory is that I actually don't have that bad of a memory. I just don't remember... I don't remember details of things. I tend to remember... I think more than anything, I think I remember patterns. Like, I remember patterns and general concepts. I don't remember details. Yeah, exactly. I kind of like I am then, Larvae. Like, I don't remember details. Like, using like kind of Minecraft as a reference, I can remember the general process that I need to go through in order to process a particular thing. I just can't remember the names of the machines. So it's little things like that. You're struggling with Reckless's birthday, let alone your mums or your stepmums. Birthdays are rough, though. I forget a lot of them, honestly. Wait, hang on. What's the date today? We're not in March yet, are we? No. I was gonna say I know I have a friend's birthday coming up at some point soon. I was literally terrified for a minute then that I'd already missed it. So I've not missed it yet then. That's good to know. Right, diodes. We need 2 of these recipes. We only need 2 of our small piles, which means we just need 1 piece of copper for this. We will mass produce more of these and actually batch craft them later. For right now, I just want to be able to get the circuit assembler. What are we doing? Circuit tree. Only reason you remember 2 birthdays is that your sisters are both on the 23rd like you. That is a little weird. Wait, hang on. My sister... Oh, yeah, actually, my sister's is the day before, I think, my... Oh, God, I can't even remember. Now, see, now I'm confusing myself. Oh, God. We've got a minute to wait. Okay. Dad has the same birthday as you. Your brother's on New Year's Eve, so you only need to remember your mum and partners. That makes it a little easier. 12 years between you and one, 14 between you and the other. I guess it does make it a little easier to remember them, though, at least, Larby. I don't think any of my family... I remember... I think I remember my sister's and my dad's birthday. No, I don't remember my dad's. I think I remember my mum's. But now that I think about it, I'm not sure. The only reason I remember my own birthday is because it's a day I try and forget constantly. Just got to remember the months. Hey, you've got a 1 in 12 shot. I don't really use a calendar, no. I've got one on my phone, I just don't really use it. What was I making? Oh, I was making gold dust. Oh, god damn it. No wonder that wasn't working. Well, we've got like 1,300 buckets of liquid XP to go through. That'll be fun. I don't know why I'm looking in there. We're not going to get anything new in here. It's full. Do we actually have anything useful in here? Got 3 gas tiers. How many pistons have we got? Oh, we've basically got a stack of pistons between sticky and regular. I do have one on my phone.
I see.
For that, I need to look at it, though.
You yellow bastard!
Need to go to class. All right, no worries, quiet. Hopefully it goes better than the one yesterday. There we go. It's not so much the setup, it requires me just looking at my phone, and I very rarely look at my phone. Right, let's... I am a little concerned about the amount of Endermen we have lying around. I'm assuming they're coming from the mob farm and just teleporting away. Alright, so I forgot to pick stuff up from upstairs, didn't I? I need you. And I need you. And I guess we can put the sodium sulfate away as well. There we go. There we go. Our first MV circuits. Beautiful. I'm running out of space in here as well now. I've got too many mining pipes.
Oh, I see. Running away, eh? You yellow bastard!
All right, no worries. Enjoy the lurk, Shiny, and thank you again for the raid. I appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your day. There we go. We have a circuit assembler as well. Beautiful. I'm not going to be long before I call it a day, though. Unfortunately. It was supposed to be a short stream today. No, oh, come on. Why does it... No, probably not going to be a break today, no. It was mostly... Today was mostly about explaining what was going to be going on with the GTNH streams. I actually wasn't going to be streaming today. Right, I'm going to take the empty cells. You can never have enough empty cells. And at least this is a retrieval task. We're just going to have to make 8 more... we're just going to have to make 8 more diodes. I mean, we're going to need the diodes anyway, so it's fine. I'm just not sure why it wanted us to make 8 for the quest and not 4. Oh, because the other 4 would, I guess, would have been used to make the cable diode. Oh, did I? Not picking anything up if I did. Did you happen to see what it was, Bobo? It might have been. To be fair, I could well have dropped something. I'm not the most observant with these things. Looked orangey. Oh, it might have just been from the light from outside, but I don't think we had anything orangey. Now I'm nervous that I have dropped something, though. All this is hopefully going to get moved in the next few days anyway. I'm going to basically try and put everything up against that wall. And then have the any MV machines that we have over on this side. But I want to move everything and make it, things a little bit more... not a little bit nicer to look at than just a crap load of machines like this. And we should actually be able to have the machines... Wait, how much space do I have? 2, 3, 4... Oh, I should actually be able to have... like, 2 sets of machines. So, like, to basically have them barrel machine and then, like, output barrel machine, then input barrel, and have 2 of those stacked on top of each other. Obviously, we're going to have to use conveyors to output from or to input into the machines rather than hoppers, but it will mean we can have, like, a wall of machines over there, which will be a lot nicer. Right, okay, we have a circuit assembler. Well, actually, I probably might need to move that when we do this to be next to here. How much does the circuit assembler use power-wise? 30 EU per tick. It'd probably be alright if we weren't using anything else. Or using too many other things. But I kind of want to have it next to the fluid extractor so we can just put the tin or whatever it is we end up using for circuits in there. Probably soldering alloy. What do we need for soldering alloy again? Oh, just antimony and tin. Yeah, we'll probably do soldering alloy then. I think I've got enough antimony to not worry about it. We've got 4 stacks. Should be a reasonable amount. Okay. There was something I was going to do before I ended. And I've already forgotten what it was. Oh, I was going to make the other diodes, wasn't I? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, right. So we are going to need 4 more molten glass. What, 2 copper. And 1 more of those. Let's grab the glass dust as well. All right. So yeah, as far as the obviously for anyone who wasn't here when I talked about this earlier, this is probably going to be my last regular GTNH stream. I'm still going to be maybe doing 1 stream a week on it, maybe 1 every other week. I don't know yet, just kind of a recap thing. I haven't decided what I'm going to do instead though, stream-wise. Obviously, I'm still going to be carrying on with the hardcore All the Mods 10. Well, All the Mods 10 Lite. But then, when hardcore Terraria, when I install it again, Larvae, and learn how to play it, probably. How you doing, by the way, Zodo? Has it been one of those kind of days, Zodo? There we go. All right. Where's the rest of them? There they are. All right. Your computer froze at 6:31 your time this morning, about 5 hours ago. Ouch. Did you have things that were supposed to be going while you were away? I'm guessing so. There we go. All right. No, because it was showing a streamer's chat when you looked at the screen. Hopefully now, but he had recently been using it as a Minecraft server for 4 worlds. Oh. Yeah, that would have been annoying. Have you got any idea what's causing the freezes? Yes and no. You might need to elaborate. I have a new 4K TV for a monitor. Oh, wait, I've just realised I'm not going to have the circuits, am I, now, for this? Oh, hell. That's annoying. Well, it is. It's annoying and it's not. It just means I've got to make more circuits, that's all. Which I don't know if I have enough LV ones yet. Come on. You're nearly there. All right, so we've got the 8 diodes. That gives us That's fine. We're not. That gave us a steel chest. Ooh, quite big. All right, we got a steel chest. That can go in another chest. Nice. Do I have 6 circuits left? Oh, come on. Bloody knew it. One short again. I want to unlock MV before we start doing regular streams. Oh wait, I just realized I could have made these the expensive way, couldn't I, with the gold wire? I'm glad I didn't, but we could have done. Okay, well, we need to get one more circuit. Well, I need to get a lot more circuits, honestly, but we're going to do one more for now. Where did you go? You are in there. Right, that process required you reshuffling your desktop, including the tower sitting on it. So it got completely unplugged, reshuffled, side taken off, dust blown out, side put back on. Everything replugged in, likely not all in the same location, and here we are. Ah. So it could be one or the other, potentially. Wait, was it the entire computer that froze, or just the display? The entire computer that froze. Surely it wouldn't be the monitor if the entire thing froze. Surely that'd be more likely to be the computer at that point. Right, what do we need to do to make one more circuit? I mean, at least this should be easy enough to do. I am going to use molten tin for it, though, I think. All right. Do I have any of the stuff we need? I have got vacuum tubes. I have got resistors. Okay, this should be nice and easy at least. We're just going to do one for now, and then I'll batch craft a bunch later. One red alloy and one circuit board. I have everything we need. Nice. I'm going to need one piece of tin to smeltificate it. Where did I put the circuit assembler? It's over there, isn't it? All right. Okay, so you need to be turned into wires. You need to stop auto outputting and melt that. That is not where that goes. See, that's so much easier than the old recipes. There we go. And I probably should have made these... Actually, now that I think about it... Oh, I would have had enough! Well, we got an extra one now anyway. God damn it. Okay, yeah, so we only need 2 circuits for this. So if I... Yeah, that should be fine. All right, so we need those, we need those, we need those. Right, so 4 copper wire, 4 of those, 4 diodes. Don't need the steel casings now. Just need 2 more tin, and we should be good. Beautiful. Okay, right. So anyone who's played with Greg Tech before, do you feel like, or especially in GTNH, do you feel like the circuit assembler is the bigger quality of life upgrade? Or the extruder? It's got to be the circuit assembler, right? But the extruder means you don't have to use the lathe anymore. The lathe is so fucking annoying. All right, we got that now. Am I gonna have to pick up the circuit assembler again? Probably am, right? I have no idea what I got there. Ah, salt. Because I am clearly not salty enough. I think I use that joke every single time. Right, okay. Do I need to pick up the circuit assembler for this? Oh, wait, I'm not going to get to MV today, am I? Because we still need to... Wait, actually, no. MV is open. Well, we should be able to make our first MV hole before we go today. Claim that, and then... Yeah, I got to pick that up again, aren't I? Wait, there it is. All right, you and you go away in there. All right, let's just do the first MV hole. And then we should be good. Yeah. Pig spawn egg and a piston. I'm always happy to get pistons. Not that I've like used pistons all that often. They're just such a pain in the ass to craft. Again, that's another thing that's made easier by the extruder. I'm almost tempted to say the extruder is nicer in terms of resource saving. The circuit assembler is definitely better, but in just terms of less pain in the ass, the extruder is definitely better. Anyway, right, we need what, 9 aluminium. I really need to put some more aluminium through. Yeah, but that we are gonna make both as priority. That does make sense. That wasn't the question though. The question was which one is the better quality of life edition. And I genuinely would argue that the extruder is a better quality of life edition. Honestly, I don't find the circuits that bad to craft. Except for having to... Wait, no, you don't need that. No, never mind. No, the circuits aren't that bad. I genuinely don't find the circuits to be that bad. Like, obviously, it's nicer when you can save the materials, but they're not that much of a pain in the ass. The circuit assembler just makes it cheaper. You still have to make the same materials. With the extruder, you can now do pipes without needing tools. You can do cells, all the rotors, all the gears, all the small gears. You can do rods at 2-to-1 without getting 1 and some dusts back. It improves so many more things. Well, having to craft 1 stack or multiple stacks doesn't actually change. Like, the cheaper materials definitely matter, but it's not a huge quality of life thing. It doesn't make it like you've still got to craft things in pretty much the same way. You've just got to craft slightly less of them. But what the extruder does is it makes certain things be considerably easier to craft. So you can argue that that is the bigger quality of life upgrade. Saving a few materials or saving yourself from tearing your hair out having to craft small gears by making one. And actually, no, even the extruder saves you materials as well. Like small gears, for example, you can do them with one ingot rather than using 3. So if you're having to make a bunch of pistons for whatever reason, it's considerably cheaper. The thing is, though, we're not really short on any materials at the moment, aside from aluminium. I do need that's mostly because I haven't actually bothered trying to get too much of it yet. There we go. We are, I mean, arguably we are now in MV. I guess we have our first MV hole. I guess you could also argue that we've been in MV since we made the EBF, but... There we go. Anyway, right. We are now, I would say we are now officially in MV. We can actually start making motors and pumps, which I absolutely haven't made any of yet. What else we got? The Church of Benzene, advanced compressors, advanced macerators. Absolutely no point in making that. Centrifuge. This is one of the things I really wanted, the item translocators. Wait. I could basically make these already. Why did I think I couldn't? I wanted to use those for my ore processing. I mean, to be fair, we didn't have a huge amount of aluminium, so we couldn't have made too many of them, but it would have been nice to have had them. But yeah, we are now technically into MV, and like I say, this is probably the last you'll see of it for a little while. I will probably be well into MV the next time I stream from here. For now, though, I am going to call it a day. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I do massively appreciate it. Thank you. Wait, how many raids did we get today? We had at least 2. Yeah, we had Azizka and Shiny both raided, so I appreciate those. Thank you for the follows as well today. They are always appreciated. I am going to... No, Zodo, we've literally only been live 3 hours. It was only meant to be a short stream today to let people know what was going on with the GTNH streams. Which, for those who weren't here earlier, basically this is the last proper one. I'm going to be finding another pack to play during the week. And then we're just going to be doing occasional GTNH streams where I'll kind of update progress and what have you. But yeah. Rest assured that even if I am not streaming it, I will still be very much playing this. Give me a second. I'll see if there's anybody we can raid. I can find the right button to click. And I should be back tomorrow still with Hardcore All the Mods 10. All the Mods 10 Lite, technically, I guess. So we should still be back with those. Those streams are going ahead as normal. And I'll see if I can find something else to play for next week. Haven't really got anybody to raid at the minute. God damn it. All right, never mind. I will catch you all tomorrow then. Hopefully, have an amazing rest of your day. And I will see you all soon.